There you go.
Hi guys. So I think we should get started right now.
Hi.
Yeah, so I'm sure you guys saw my video about the stakeholder video. So my business idea is basically like a lack of financial knowledge, where I've created a website prototype, and on that I have like a chat section where you can communicate with the community, and you can have, wait, what did Sakib say? No, it was 10 a.m. UK time.
That's 4:30 IST. Isn't it 4:30 IST right now, Sakib?
It's 3:40.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
3:30. Yeah.
Wait.
that's my fault.
Oh, never mind. Don't matter.
I'm never up this early.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, so you'll basically have like a community chat section where you can have like conversation with the community, and I'll try and design it where once you're on the chat, there'll be like 3 categories which I'm trying to teach, which are investing, trading, and drop shipping. And on the chat section at the top, you'll have those sections. So depending on how many people are a member of the website, they could each be like on different sections, and you could see like the live chat from each section depending on what field you're specifically interested in. So I think that would be like more organized to chat with. And along with the community section, I'll also have, well, at the start I'll have a beginners quiz, and that beginners quiz will, and the results from the beginners quiz will basically assign you to the videos that you like. So it'll basically assign you to videos about trading, dropshipping, and investing, which are either made by myself or actual experts. And after that, there'll be, after each like module, after like I think like one module will be like 5 lessons, and there'll be around 3 modules for each field. And after each module, there'll be like a short quiz to like test how much you've like learned from that module, and so you can test your knowledge. And after that, there will be also, you could basically assign like the members to like challenges, and you could post pictures about it for proof. And yeah, that's just like a summary of my idea. So wait, did one person leave?
I'm on it, Aran. Don't worry. You could start with the icebreaker.
Okay. Wait, so okay, now I want my like stakeholders to introduce themselves and like say why they were interested in my business idea. So Cadence, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I'm Cadence. I'm 14. I'm now in the December cohort, and I was interested in your idea because I'm really interested in kind of furthering my own ideas about finance and sort of investing and things like that, but also kind of because I want to see your idea do well so that other people can do the same. Because it's an important thing we don't learn about in school, and unless you have parents who are possibly of a higher socioeconomic class and things like that, you're likely not going to learn about from them either. So it's important that you have resources where you can learn about it, because it is obviously very important in today's society.
Yeah, that's true. That's a nice introduction. So Gabby's joined. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, sorry I'm a bit late.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. So do you want to introduce yourself and like say a bit about yourself and like why you were interested in my business idea?
Yeah, sure. So hi, my name is Gabby. I'm in the December cohort, and I'd say like the main reason why I was really interested in your idea initially is because I study economics myself, and so I've become like really interested in it as well, not just within like my A-level studies, but also outside of it. And so I'm quite keen to like see what's going on in the wider world, and I thought this would be a really good opportunity to do so. And I also think, like, especially at the moment, a lot of people feel frustrated, especially young people, that maybe the school curriculum isn't necessarily teaching them important things like financial advice and things like that. And so I think this is a really good idea to maybe change that and improve the situation.
Yeah, that's true. I think the school system definitely needs like adjusting in a way.
Mm.
So now we'll move on to the icebreakers. So the question I want to ask you guys individually is like, what's your personal experience with finance? Is it good or bad? And after that, like, what are your parents' views on finance, and has their view affected how you think about finance? So would Caden wants to go first?
Well, obviously I'm 14, so I don't have a whole lot of kind of experience with any sort of upper kind of financial like things. However, and like in my household, uh, it we don't really talk about money, I suppose. Like my parents always considered it rude to talk about stuff like that, and it was always kind of like taboo, I suppose. So I don't really know a whole lot about finance from them at all. I'm not entirely aware as to whether they invested, but I'm pretty sure they never did. Because obviously, yeah, just other stuff to do with that. But I'm pretty sure they never invested in anything. They did drop shipping. They just had their job and they saved, obviously, but that was pretty much it. And I don't totally know a whole lot about finance because we never really talk about money in my household. So
Yeah. Why do you think that they find it rude in a way to speak about it?
I don't know, just because of the sort of culture in well, my part of England at least. Like
Oh,
it's kind of well, or what it was like when they were younger, at least. Because my dad, before he passed away, he was obviously he's significantly older than mum, but he was 52 when he passed away, which was only a couple months ago, and
oh,
he would have been 53 like Sunday. So obviously he's a lot older, and it's kind of a case of things were very much different when he was younger, and those are the things he would have picked up on. And that obviously wasn't such a huge kind of like thing about Bitcoin and stuff like that. That wasn't so kind of prevalent. Well,
yeah.
wasn't really prevalent whatsoever. Cryptocurrencies weren't really around when he was younger. So it's obviously kind of very different times that they've sort of then put forward to now, and it's not going to work so well in the modern world.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. Oh, hi, Asfa. Asfa joined as well. Gabby, do you want to go next?
So like in terms of my parents and finance and stuff, their jobs are quite sort of unique in the way that they're paid a lot of the time. So my mum's an air hostess. She works for British Airways. And so a lot of her income comes from things like allowances. So she gets like a set income, and then the allowances are kind of based on like which trip she does. So if she does a longer trip, then she'll get a bigger allowance. And so because of that kind of system and what she's wanted to work because of like family life and wanting to juggle work and just her life, a lot of the time finances are kind of very up and down within our family. So it's a bit confusing kind of like that. She didn't go to university and neither did my dad. So there's no kind of major like finance degrees or anything like that. And they also went into their professions at like a very young age. So yeah, it's not really like a super
Yeah.
academic knowledgeable in that way. My dad, he knows a bit more about like sort of the business side of money, I'd say. He runs like his own golf style thing. But I mean, a bit like Cadence, we don't really talk about money that much, to be fair. I'm not sure why. I didn't think we'd feel awkward talking about it. It's just we'd rather sort of brush it under the carpet, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just something that people, if it's awkward and you just don't really want to talk about it, really.
All right. Thank you. That was good. So Asfa, do you want to explain your personal experiences with finance? Like, is it good or bad? And do you think your parents' views on finance have an impact on how you view finance?
I think definitely like my parents' kind of perspective on it.
I was asking Asfa,
Oh,
sorry.
oh, sorry,
My-
I'm so sorry.
Nice, no, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, my bad. Wait, Asfa, I think your mic's cutting out.
No. Yeah.
Is it okay if you could turn your mic volume up a bit more, please?
I have net issues right now.
Oh, it's okay.
Let me do it. Okay.
Yeah. So do you want me to repeat the question again? You could maybe type the chat chat in the answer in chat. Is that all right? One second. Oh God, I sent it to you. One second, guys. Let me just try and get Asfa's response. Okay. So and after this, if the questions are a bit long, then you don't have to like type. It's fine. Just because this is like one of the first questions.
Maybe Aaron, give a little bit of time and move into the next one. I think Ratuja wanted to answer as well, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Ratuja goes though. Wait, Ratuja, should I say the question again, just in case you've forgotten?
No, I remember the question.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that's in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll speak about my experience as when I was like in school or in college, right? So I used to like do like part-time jobs and all those things and get like a little money. But I used to earn money because I wanted to save up to blow it all in one place, like buy a dress
Yeah.
or like go for a party or something like that, right? And I didn't understand like investment at the time. I didn't see like, what are the kind of choices that I would have with money. And I just saw like one thing and I went for that. So I feel like if I had an understanding of, you know um where I could invest, how it would grow, and just like handling my money better, I think right now I would be in a better space of um like that money that I had earned. It would be in a better space right now. So yeah, I think that's like I understand like it was the age for doing all those things, but also like maybe I could have saved up more than now. I mean, yeah, like that. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm here. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Thank you for that. So sorry, my mom just walked in there. um so okay, so the next section is how would you like how would you guys rate yourself in terms of like saving money, and do you think you would be able to save money like well in the future? So Cadence, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I'd say I'm pretty good at saving money, if only for the fact that I just don't bother spending it, or I forget that I have it and then obviously won't spend it, and I don't leave the house very often. I'm not really bothered about buying more things or things like that. So I mean, spending wise, I'm not really spending a lot. And there's obviously which would make me good at saving by itself, I suppose you could argue. But at the same time, saving's not the only thing that I could possibly do to get the most out of said money. And like obviously, well, I can't in most times legally invest right now. I suppose it would technically be possible to invest in cryptocurrencies, but that wouldn't be be very naughty if my parents didn't know. So I suppose I'm okay at saving, you could argue.
Yeah, that's a reasonable answer. Gabby, do you want to go next?
I think for me it kind of like depends on sort of like the situation, because like at the moment obviously I'm saving a lot of money because I'm not really going out, like I'm just going to school and stuff, but because of lockdown like I can't go and see my friends and everything. And so but then obviously when lockdown's lifted, I will probably go out and spend a lot of money, and everything that has been saved is probably going to go. So it kind of goes in like peaks and troughs for me. But I mean, when I was younger, I used to kind of like hoard money in a way because I just never really knew what to kind of do with it. I mean, when I say hoard money, it makes it sound like there's a lot. I mean, like sort of, the like £4 a week allowance and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so it kind of just depends really, peaks and troughs.
Yeah. Okay. The next point is how would you guys like? Would you say like you guys are good at? Sorry. Would you guys say that you're good at like learning like new financial concepts and like new knowledge like quickly, or would you say it takes you like time? So Cadence, would you want to go first? Wait, your mic's cutting out right now. Wait, Cadence, do you want to unplug your mic and plug it back in because it's just cutting out for me?
I think it's an internet thing.
Oh,
Let people type as well. Or
I
wait,
can
can you hear us speak clearly? Or yeah, I think it might be my internet.
actually even I can't hear Cadence. Like
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Could you just type the answer then? So the question was like, how would you say like you're good at learning like new financial concept and like knowledge like quickly, or do you think it takes you like time? And for the time being, Gabby, do you want to go next so that Cadence can type up a response?
Sure. So I think like I've got better at memorizing things and learning things through like my studies with economics and stuff, because beforehand, you're not used to the vocabulary and like how everything is worded and what different things mean. So I think it's just, for me, it was terms of like getting used to it, and recognizing certain things and then applying that to situations. But I have definitely got better at it.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Asfa. I forgot to ask you, like, I think it was that one previous question. But do you want to go next and speak about if you're like good at learning new financial knowledge like quickly, or like does it take you time?
Yes, obviously, I'm very like I like to learn quickly about finance throughout the life process. I haven't, so I really love to learn about finance. I'm really interested in it. I'm so happy you have made the platform like this where we can learn more about finance. And yeah,
Yeah. I've read your message as well, by the way. That was great.
thank
Yeah, no problem. And the last point for this is like, when you guys like speak about money, like would you say like when you're speaking, for example, if you speak with your like a group of friends, would you say that you know what you're speaking about, or do you just like say what like ever you want and don't know if it's like actually true? So if Gabby wants to go first, because I think Cadence's connection is a bit.
I'd say it like depends on the topic really, because there's certain things that I feel a lot more confident speaking about than other things. Because like if it's something that I have absolutely no idea what it is, then like I just tend to sort of stay quiet in it really and just try and listen to others. And then I'll go away and like Google everything so that I can come back and talk about it. But if it's something that I'm quite confident speaking about and I've done research into it and I know a lot about it, then I tend to be quite involved in the conversation.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, Tuja, I forgot. Tuja, do you want to go next as well?
I'll go as well. I feel similarly to Gabby because I feel like I end up hearing, if I hear a word I don't know in a financial conversation, I feel like I'm like stuck on that word and I can't like follow the rest of it, or I don't want to ask. And so, yeah. And then it becomes like, to understand the new, I think it's really interesting, like kind of the how it all like money is moving and all the like looking at it like that. But sometimes I feel like I get bogged down when other people are like more advanced.
Yeah, that's true. So does Ratujo or Asfa want to go next? Either one of you.
Can you just repeat the question?
Yeah. So I said what, like, when you speak about money in front, like with your like friends and stuff, do you think like you know what you're speaking about, or do you just like almost like go with the flow and like build off like what your friends say? Or do you like, yeah, just that?
I think like with my personal finances, I know like what is happening and I know where my commitments are. But otherwise, if we're talking about like governance and all that, then I don't know, like I don't contribute much because I still have to know about a lot of things. But also like looking at like company finance or investment, this one, I feel like I don't have that knowledge, and I don't feel like I would be the right person if someone wanted advice or talk about it. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Asfa, do you want to go next?
I didn't get the question. So sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Like what you're
So
asking, like yeah,
I was saying like, when you speak,
like what
one
about
second,
what we
my window's open, it's raining. One second.
you speak.
Yeah, so I was saying like, when you speak about like when you like when you speak about yeah, so I was saying that, you know, when you speak about money like with your friends, like do you know what you're speaking about, or do you just like build off what they say and not off what like you think?
Well, when it comes to personal finances, I won't tell them anything about it. But when they really ask me about something like company, something other based things, I would obviously tell them about it. But yeah, this much I understand the
Mm.
question.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Wait, so I asked you guys, I think it was a couple of hours ago, did you guys manage to complete the beginners quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you guys like collect your scores and like what you did good and bad on?
I've forgotten the score, but I know that I can remember the stuff that I wasn't like too confident on. Some of
Yeah.
the trade stuff kind of confused me a little bit.
Mm,
I wasn't particularly like familiar with a lot of the concepts, so I found myself guessing quite a bit.
yeah, okay. And what about you, Asfa? Wait, can Asfa speak? I'm not sure if you can hear you, Asfa.
I'm just doing the trade quiz now because I hadn't done it before.
It's good.
Yeah, it is. Like I don't know most of it.
Okay.
I know I struggled, and I said I probably got some right based on like multiple choice process of elimination kind of, but not actual
Yeah.
financial knowledge.
Mm. One second, guys. Wait, Asfa, if you can't speak, would you type in like if you did the beginners quiz and what stuff you found like reasonable and what stuff you didn't quite get? 'Cause I think you can't speak yet. It's fine. Yeah, so originally, and also I was going to make like I was going to let you guys create the profiles. So I was thinking of you like you guys are creating your own profiles based on like your strengths and weaknesses from the beginners quiz. So what you did best on and what not so good on. And I'd ask you guys to set goals. But considering, wait, have you guys ever like created any custom profiles before or no? Like Gabby or Asfa, have you ever guys like created any like profiles before?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because wait, so what did Asfa say? Are we... Oh yeah, that's fine. No problem. Yeah, so I was thinking like after like so like you know when you log onto a website and you have like your own personal profile, I was thinking like now that if you guys could like send me your like like what you guys did think you did good on and not so good on, I could potentially create like strengths and weaknesses based on that for your profiles. And for that, I think you guys should like set personalized goals for yourself for like whatever field you willing to go into. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Great. Okay. Wait, and have you guys also managed to have a look through my website yet? Like my prototype from Wix?
Yeah.
And what things did you think that were decent, and what things do you think I need improving on from that? Do you think?
I think the whole style of the website is really nice. Like it feels very fresh, and it gives me like a like a finance kind of vibe to it as
Yeah.
well. I'd say when I clicked on the services page, I couldn't really read the text because it was like on top of the pictures. So maybe because the services page is quite key, you can make that information a bit clearer.
Yeah, I'll work on that. Thanks for that advice. And as for did you manage to look through my website yet or no?
Not yet. Can you hear me?
Do you want me to send the link to the website now? You can have a look at it on in your own time.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the link to my prototype website. You can have a look through that in your own time. Okay, so now we'll be like, there's gonna be like 10 scenarios which I'll share with you guys, and there'll be basically one correct answer out of three options. So you guys will have to pick like which you think is the like what you would do in that situation, but then I'll show you what the correct answer is. So if you guys are down, I'll do that. Um,
Yeah.
I can't really create breakout rooms because there's not that many people here. So 1 second. Give me a minute. Wait, Kelsey, I can't create breakout rooms, can I? Because there's only two people, and I think the minimum is three. Pretty sure.
Oh, you can do one with two people. But I think it's good to do it all together here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so the first like couple of scenarios are for like investing, and so I'm gonna give you the first scenario, and I'll put it in chat, and you guys can like unmute yourselves and like discuss what you think what you guys would do in a situation, and I'll give you guys the correct answer. So that's the first scenario.
Wait, did you send it to the chat?
Yeah, you guys can
Um,
unmute your mics if you want and like, speak about it.
I can't see it in the chat. I don't know if
You
it's just
sent it.
me.
Oh, I sent a direct message. Oh god, sorry. 1 second.
Yeah.
Keep on doing this. Yeah, so that's the first scenario. If you guys want to like speak about it, that'd be good. So the question is, the stock market is currently going down with no signs of going up yet. What would you do in this situation?
Would be the right answer? This is mine. Should I put it in
Pardon?
the chat
Yeah,
or should I
yeah,
say
you
it?
can put it in the chat and you can speak.
Okay.
You can do both.
I think B.
And you guys can also, Gabby and Asfa, you can type it in chat and also discuss if you want to.
I'd say for like long-term investors, it definitely wouldn't be A.
Yeah,
It would have to be either B or C.
yeah, you'll have to pick one of them. One second, let me just, give me a second. So Ratuja's the only one that got that one right. The answer is actually B, because, one second. The thing is, if you diversify a portfolio, then you'll have like, you basically have multiple investments, so you're kind of safe, because if one investment goes down out of like, say like 10 investments you've made, it's more likely that the other ones will still go up. So you're more likely to have more going up than down. So yeah, that's why. I'm also tallying up the scores, by the way, so we'll see who gets the most at the end. So the second scenario is for investing. Um, this is an important one.
Have you posted the question?
I'm going to.
Okay.
And wait, do you guys want to like discuss why you picked C? Anyone
Yeah.
can go first.
Nice. How are you, Liz?
Pardon?
Hello?
Yeah. Wait, can you hear me?
Liz, are you okay? Tell me.
Yeah. I'm just
What are
asking
you
you
feeling,
guys.
my dear?
Wait, could you repeat that again? I can't really hear you.
That's a pretty big thing.
Kelsey, I
What's
think
like
you unmuted your
what's
mic.
your like stress level? What's the matter basically?
Wait, Kelsey, are you speaking to me? Or? I think Kelsey's unmuted a mic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is
Um,
like walk me through a little bit of like the stress of school and family.
one second.
Okay.
Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna post the next scenario. Well, I think I
Okay.
need to text Kelsey that she's
No,
in the room. 1 second.
I mean, I wonder too, like a lot about having 4 assignments, having too many things happening at once. I do like we want to be honestly like School of Future. We want to be an oasis in some form where you get to like
1 second.
relax and be with friends. One second. So I'm sorry.
Okay, she's muted herself now. She's muted herself now. Wait, so do you guys want to discuss like why you picked C? And yeah, why you picked C? So Gabby, do you want to go first?
So I think I was kind of like tossing and turning between B and C. So in the end, I just thought well, it's definitely not A. And then if you keep the portfolio the same, like the stock market will, well, hopefully eventually rise again. So you will start to see returns again. I just kind of went for like my initial sort of reaction really. But now looking at it, I can definitely see that it's B.
Yeah, I can see where you come from now. But yeah. Asfar, do you want to say like why you picked C? We can just say that your mic ain't working, maybe. I'll give her time to respond. Ratuja, do you want to go why you picked B, even though it's the right answer?
Yeah. So I was just thinking like the first option would not be the greatest because then you lose everything, like whatever you have built till now. Then between B and C, I remembered like someone telling me this, like even when you're investing in a business or you're doing like anything with money, like you should always have a lot of options. So even though you're losing in one place, like you can like get from somewhere else. So even if you see like businessmen nowadays, they don't invest just in the same kind of market. They have markets like everywhere in like food, in clothing, in so they have like investments in different things. So if one market is down, like some other market will be up and they'll get something from there. So that's why I thought that would be the good option to have.
Yeah, that's great. So I'll be posting my second scenario about investing in the chat right now. So you guys can have a read of that and type in the correct type in the answers you think are right, and then you could like discuss why afterwards. Ratuja said C. And if you guys don't know the answer, you can just guess. That's the great thing about multiple choice. Oh, Gabriella said, oh, she's having like connection problems as well. So wait, oh, so you. Oh, as for sorry. Like technical difficulties. Okay, so once we wait for Thingy's Gabby's response, I'll go through the answer. So the correct answer is actually A. It's have a look at a brief overview of the CEO of that company's business background. The reason that's the right answer, but knowledge on
Yeah,
like.
I can't hear you, Aran.
Hello,
You got cut off like a bit.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was saying the right answer is A because if you invest in a company and the CEO isn't really knowledgeable and has no business background, then wait 1 second. Yeah. So and if the CEO has no business background, you'd be better off not to invest in them because they're basically the heart of the business that you're trying to invest in because they've created that business, and if they don't have any knowledge or no experience, then your money will just go to waste. Whereas if it's like an experienced CEO, he'll know how to like make your like money go up, if you get what I mean.
But like, what if he doesn't have the knowledge and he's like the heart of the company, but he has like other backing, like probably the CFO or anyone else in that leadership role who has that knowledge to, help in the company.
Yeah, but I think the main like people that have the most knowledge on the company is the CEO anyway. But if wait, could you repeat that again, please? I forgot what you said.
So, supposing the CEO doesn't have the background of like business and
Yeah.
just understanding this, and has like the heart of the company, understands the vision, and knows like what direction to go in, and is like the pioneer of like, taking the company forward, has all these ideas, but like because he's not having that background of business, like the CFO or like someone else in the CXO position, who could like contribute in that, could also help, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean, but like you said, if the CEO has a vision, but like I think it was Scott Steigerwald that told me that with investing, it's always key to look at the CEO first, because they're the ones who like create the business. So like you said, like the CFO can help, but they're just like their knowledge is completely on the finance side of the like business, not in like the future. So I think the CEO should have that experience of the vision of the company, but also have experience, because if you bring like other people into your role, I think that would like mess up the business, because CFOs are only like specified towards the like the finance side of the money, but not like the investing side. If you get what I mean. Hopefully I explained that
Yeah.
quite well.
Yeah. Um,
And could you guys explain why you picked C? So Tuji, you can go first if you want.
yeah, so I picked C thinking like probably if I have the knowledge of like other companies and I've compared like what have I invested in and what this has to offer, and if there's like a you know kind of pattern I can pick up,
Hmm.
then it would be like sensible to invest. That was the thing, like picking up a pattern and investing.
Yeah, that's a reasonable explanation. Asfad, would you want to go next? Wait, Asfad, could you type in chat, please, if your mic works or not? Let's see if she can hear me. In the time being, let's see what we'll just wait for Gabriella's response. Same for me. I think I know other companies well, so I might know that what I've already invested, I would go for it. That's why I said, oh, okay. Thank you for that. So my next scenario is actually on drop shipping. So I'll be sending that right now, and I'll send it to Thingy, Gabriella as well.
Can you like tell what drop shipping is?
Yeah, it's basically like, so you basically create a store, and you have like items. I don't know that much about it yet, but you have like items, and you buy items online, and you ship them off to the customers after. So that's like, I think, the basics of it. You ship basically ship the product off to the customers for a higher price, so you make profit.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And this is the first scenario for dropshipping, if you all can see that. So I'll give you guys time to answer this as well. So the correct answer is actually A, because the correct answer is A, because a niche store is basically when you like find your niche, that's like what product, like the theme around the products you want to like sell online. So if you find like a theme first, so basically when you validate your business idea, if you find your theme after that, then the customers will come afterwards. Because if you just go straight to the customers, your customers will be like, oh, what's the theme of the products you want to sell, like what's the like link between them? Because you can't just be selling like random products for dropshipping. There's always like a certain link going around for the products. So if you don't find like a certain bond between all the products, then your customers would be like kind of confused. Because you need because a theme's important, because if you want customers for that certain purpose of that theme, then it'll be easy to find them. Whereas if you have no theme and you just find customers, then your customers might want products that are based completely something on different that you're selling on the website. So I hope that makes sense. And Rachida, do you want to go why you picked C?
Because you said like I just took it from your definition of like drop shipping. You said,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so that's why that was my understanding, and that's why I said C. But now like I understand that you have to build like a background to what you're selling, and that's when people get an idea about what it is. So yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Asfad, do you want to go next on why you picked B? And I don't think oh, you might work.
Yes, because you told me that after you get a business idea, what's the next step? So I think I will try to find customer for my business by promoting online on social media. Yeah, second one I would choose if for me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's reasonable stuff. So the next scenario is wait 1 second. Bear with me. So that's my second scenario for dropshipping. And this is also a summarized version of what's it called? Dropshipping, if you guys want to like, that's like a summarized definition. You guys picked B. Yeah. So both of you guys got that one right. Well done. So yeah. So do you guys want to say like why you thought it was B?
Like, I mean, it made the most sense of all the three options because it seemed practical, right? Like after you've set up something, you want to take it slow and steady to see like if you have the capability to actually start shipping out and start doing like, all those things, because it's not like easy to just like get something and sell it. So Yeah, so I think that would be the right thing. And yeah, like close relatives and all, you shouldn't involve like that in business.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely need someone experienced. So yeah. Asfa, do you want to explain why you thought it was B as well?
So yeah, definitely when I have to pick up a supplier, so I will first slowly, like I will go slowly. Like I won't do hurry in this because I have to see the profit of my own company. So first, I will go for the B option.
Yeah. Well done, guys. Um,
Thank you. Lesson learned.
yeah. Okay, so the last two, I think it's two scenarios are about trading. So let's see how this one goes. 1 minute, let me just. Okay, I'm going to send the next scenario in. Okay, so that's the next scenario. Oh, the first word's supposed to say it, by the way. Pardon me. So yeah, just let me know when you got the answers.
Asfa, do you want to answer?
Wait, has Asfa got internet problems as well?
Well, she didn't say anything.
Everyone's having internet problems. Cadence has internet problems. Gabby does.
Yeah, you can put the questions in the group. I've been putting it, so at least Gabby is able to answer.
Yeah, and for this, I think I think I forgot what I answered for this one. Wait. Oh yeah, the correct answer is B, because by studying hourly charts, you can see, you basically have a better understanding of how, because hourly is obviously more frequent than a week and like a month and days. So with hourly charts, if you analyze them, you'd have a better understanding of how the market will be the next day, rather than if you're doing like weekly. You, if you're analyzing them weekly, you won't really have like, you won't really like know like how the market will change, if you get what I mean. Because hourly is quite frequently, so you can see, you could basically predict how it will be in like a couple of days, rather
That's
by
a
week, by seeing
studying.
pardon.
That's a lot of studying. Like, I mean, if you have to study like graphs and trading like hourly, that's like,
No, not like constantly hourly though, but like, but hourly you could, it could be like in like 3 hours times, as long as it's like hourly, if you get what I mean. Because if it's like, oh, I'll check in like 2 days, and that's daily. But if you get what I mean. So if you do like, if you check like 1 hour, then you check the charts like 4 hours after, then that's like a 3 hour difference. But yeah, I think I should have worded that a bit better. But yeah, so it's basically B, because you can predict easier of how the market will look in like a couple of days. And so hope that makes sense.
okay. So you mean like the market changes that much like every hour?
Yeah, it would change like constantly.
Okay. Okay.
And could you explain why you picked C? And oh, Ash was back as well.
That's because I don't know anything about trading.
Oh,
And I
okay,
just thought like weekly would be like a decent way of like keeping track. So that's the only thing.
okay, that's reasonable. Asfa, can you hear me? Could you type PS in chat if you can hear me? And do you want to pick the? Do you want to pick what answer you think is right? After this, how many scenarios do I have left? Um,
Can
oh, so this is the
you
last scenario.
tell me
Wait, sorry.
when will finish? Uh,
Your mic is cutting out. Could you repeat that again, please? Or you can type your answer in chat. Anyway, it works. I need to. Oh yeah, this is the last scenario. So after this scenario, it's gonna be done. This is basically the last like thing. Wait, did you did you type the answer in WhatsApp group chat?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. I just need to sort something out. Okay, I'll check now. B. What did I say the correct answer was? Oh yeah, it's B. It's correct. And could you explain why you think it was B?
Because once I finish the trading, once I finish something, I will learn more about it and do more about it. So
Yeah. Okay. So I just need to check. So as for after this, if you guys could complete the beginners quiz, that would be great. And if you could, if you could text me privately on WhatsApp to tell me like what you thought was like what you think you did best on and worse on, and then I can create like customized profiles for each of you for your strengths and weaknesses based on your difficulties and the ones that you found correct. That the ones that you found like easy. And after that, I
so
just
I should message you privately or in the group.
actually anyway works. But once I make the strengths and weaknesses on the profile, you guys can send the profile to you guys, and you guys could like there'll be a goal section on the profile, so you guys can set yourself like your own goals for like the business and what you want to learn and stuff.
Okay.
Is that right? All right. I guess that's all for today then. Thank you guys for joining. SoFer and
Thank
Ratuja,
you
and
too.
thank you and the rest. Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.